Chasing the dream, chasing that 4K 60 frames per second max setting dream, and yet that dream is still not a reality because $1,200, $1,200 and 11 teraflops still is not enough to max out games at 4K 60 frames per second. And for that, NVIDIA, I am highly disappointed because I want a game in 4K. I want the game in 4K the way I want to. I don't want to buy a 1080 and turn down settings to medium or low or some kind of mixture. I don't want to upgrade to something that's so costly and yet it has no headroom and yet a $1,200 video card can't do it. And if a $1,200 video card can't do it, then I honestly don't expect for Volta with HBM memory next year to do it either. I mean, it's ridiculous. And, you know, maybe we jumped the gun. Maybe we were too overzealous. Maybe we fed into that bull crap of NVIDIA saying that their Pascal series cards, their Pascal architecture was so much more powerful than the last one, the 900 series. But unfortunately, that's what I like to call VR performance, not real world gaming performance. And when $1,200 and 11 teraflops cannot max out a game at 4K 60 frames per second, I laugh at all these corporate slaves and Xbox fanboys that really think that you honestly think that a 6 teraflop console, a 6 teraflop console is going to max games out at 60 frames at 4K. You will be getting 4K 30, 4K 60 at some kind of meager, pathetic graphical settings, but you will not be maxing anything on that kind of hardware. And speaking of teraflops, now what's this whole thing about how Digital Foundry said teraflops don't matter? Please tell me when they said that didn't matter. And do not get me mistaken. The Scorpio is a much more powerful and much more capable, if the specs are to be believed and the specs are going to be true, than the PlayStation Neo. But that does not mean that teraflops do not matter. That means, as I've said 3 years ago, that teraflops are not the only measurement to graphical power. As in the past, video cards and GPUs with lesser teraflops have outperformed those with more teraflops. But, you know, we have console fanboys who should never, ever talk about hardware, especially when we're talking about computer hardware, which is what consoles are nowadays. Now we have them talking out of their ass, claiming that Digital Foundry is biased. Unbelievable. So, what have I done now? Because I wanted to upgrade to 4K, but that is now not a possibility. And right now, the strategy has changed because I am not buying a 4K display this year. I am not buying a 4K display with HDR this year. I am not buying a 1080 this year. I am not buying a Pascal Titan X this year. I am not buying a Kaby Lake CPU this year. I'm not buying anything like that. I sold a 980 Ti for $450, so what am I going to do? I went out and I bought a 1070 for $450. So I broke even and I gained a little more graphical prowess. That is it. That's all I'm doing. I will not upgrade ever again until I can play my games at max settings in 4K with headroom. I'm sorry. That's it. I mean, a lot of people want to say, oh, why don't you go 1440p? I cannot go 1440p knowing that there is something better out there. I'm not going to invest the time. I'm not going to invest the upgrades and the money knowing that next year or 2 years something is going to be there that's already here. I want the 4K. I want it now. And let me find one person in the comment section saying, oh, just wait for Scorpio so I can laugh at you. AMD, show me what Vega's got. Prove to me that it's a monster. Show me that it's a beast. Kill NVIDIA. I'm sorry. I mean, they're just on some bull crap lately. I mean, you have the 970s. They're getting sued for that. Give me my $30. Give me my money. You had the 900 series, which was overblown and overhyped. Still good. I mean, I'm sorry. Not the 900 series. The 10,000 series or the 1000 series, the 1080, 1070, the Pascal, whatever you want to call it. Overhyped. The Titan X Pascal, overhyped. I mean, $1,200. Oh my god. Still can't do 4K at 60 frames per second max settings. And then, oh, what the hell did they do that pissed me off? See, I can't even think about what they did that pissed me off. But they pissed me off. Maybe they didn't put in HBM into a $1,200 video card. Regardless, plans have changed. No more 4K this year. No more Titan or 1080 this year. No more Kaby Lake this year. I will break even with a 1070 and hope that Volta next year with HBM, hopefully, or Vega or whatever comes out in 2017 will do better. Because again, also I believe that they are just doing a refresh of CPUs this year in Kaby Lake, and next year they're going to be shrinking down to 10 nanometers. So hey, better wait, right? Just like Street Fighter, better wait.